to the BATB headquarters in South West London. My name is William Hymuch, Managing Director. Today we're here to judge the free Superdrives competition, which is a taste of Monaco, which ran from April the 24th to May the 28th. I'd now like to hand over to Leon Farr from Onside Law, who will be overseeing proceedings today. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Leon Farr from Onside Law and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditors Wilkins Kennedy. I would now like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a card out of the bag to determine their seating position. First up we have Mr. Trevor Weaver.
Good morning, Neil.
Morning, Trevor.
Good morning, I'm Trevor Weaver. I've been refereeing for over 30 years. I also mentor newly qualified referees.
Okay, Trevor.
Orange.
Next up we have Mr. Matthew Ray.
Good morning, Leon.
Morning, Matthew.
Good morning, I'm Matthew Ray. I'm affiliated in multiple counties across England and a referee from grassroots through professional academies.
Matthew.
Purple.
Next up we have Mr. Leo Donnellan.
Good morning, Leo.
Morning, Leo.
Good morning, my name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having played with Chelsea, Fulham and Leighton Orient. White.
Next up we have Mr. Hugh Gilroy.
Morning, Leon.
Morning, Hugh.
Hi, my name's Hugh Gilroy. I'm a referee, mentor and observer.
Hugh.
Red card.
Next up we have Mr. Matt Cannon.
Morning, Leon.
Morning, Matt.
Morning, my name is Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee. I referee in the London area. I also play football. Green.
Next up we have Mr. Alan Goma. Morning.
Good morning. My name is Alan Goma, ex-professional footballer. I played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham. Yellow.
And finally we have Mr. Andy Braithwaite. Morning,
Good morning,
Andy.
Leon. Good morning, I'm Andy Braithwaite and I'm a football referee and mentor.
Just one left.
Blue.
Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I will ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your position. I'll then ask you all to come to a panel decision on the central screen. Okay, thank you, judges. Okay, Andy, if you could talk us through why you placed your cross there.
Thanks, Leon. Yes, I'm the blue cross. Obviously, judging by my colleagues here, I'm the highest point. Reason being is that I think the guy in blue is obviously attacking the ball. I've judged his eye line against the fellow in the orange that he's basically taking a ride on here. His colleague in the blue over here, I haven't taken his eye line into consideration because I think the depth of where he is doesn't really help me. In fact, it hinders my choice. So again, reason being, that's why I've placed my blue cross there, purely because of his eye line.
Thanks, Andy. Okay, Hugh, if you could talk us through your thoughts here.
Yeah, so slightly lower than Andy's, but I do think it is at a reasonable height. Obviously, he's jumped and started to make movements towards the ball, but I don't think it's close enough to him yet that he's starting to play it. If you look at his neck, he's still craning back slightly, preparing to head it, so I still think the distance is there. I've looked at this player's eye line, he looks as if he's looking straight up, so I think it's above him and it's dropping. He's preparing to head it, but it's not close enough to him yet that he's started to move his head forward, that's why it's back, so I've placed it there.
Thanks, Hugh. Okay, Alan, you can just see your yellow cross there behind the red one. If you could talk us through your thinking, please.
Yeah, so obviously we've got a situation where we have a striker with the orange shirts surrounded by 3 defenders. The guy in the blue is about to head the ball. I don't think the ball is that close to him at this moment. So I followed his eye line. I think he's quite high, the ball. And I cross-reference with his eye line. And that's why I chose this position.
Thanks, Alan.
I'm the green cross, and I have to say I disagree with my previous 3 colleagues, and the reason being, apart from the eye lines, I don't think it's that high. is the guy's on the top of his jump. I mean, his midriff is pretty much in line with this guy's neck, so he's way off the ground, and his arms are out. And I think if it was this high, I think he'd miss the ball completely and be straight over the top of the defender. And I don't think from this guy's body language or his eyes, he's just trying to fend him off. So I think he's lost the challenge, and I think he's intently looking. He's not looking like he's going to miss the ball. So higher up and further away, I just don't see it happening, and that's why I put my green cross where I have.
Thanks, Matt. Okay, Trevor, what are your thoughts here?
Yes, mine's the orange cross, which is the lowest. Again, I obviously agree with Matt that that eye line from there is not up there, in my opinion, at all. It's there. Obviously, we're more or less all in agreement with the eye line, the player in red. Blue players are going to win that ball. It's imminent. He's, as has already been stated, he's at the height of his jump, and he's ready to power that ball with his head. So therefore, I'll put my orange cross there.
Thanks, Trevor. Okay, Matthew, if you could talk us through why you placed your purple cross there.
Yep, so I'm somewhere in the middle of everyone here. I think just looked at these two players on the right hand side of the picture. I don't think this player on the left has given me anything. Looking at the player in blue who is going to win this ball, is going to head this ball, I think his arms are still out. He's not yet thrown his head towards the ball, so I don't think the ball's very, very close. I've looked at his eyes. His eyebrows are a little bit raised. I do think it's a little bit high, but I would agree that it's not too high that it's going to fly over his head. And I've cross-referenced what I see here with the player in orange-red there, and placed my cross where I have done.
Thanks, Matthew. And Leo, if you could talk us through why you placed your white cross there.
Yeah, so mine's the white cross. I believe the player in orange is just on looking. The player in blue is obviously going to win this challenge. Looking at his body shape, both his shoulders are up. He's off the ground fully, in my opinion, and I believe he's imminently going to head this ball. So I've got it in line with his eye line, but also his forehead, and it's quite close to him because I believe he's quickly going to head this ball.
Thanks, Leo. Okay, judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen.
Okay, so if we get an average height, I think starting off.
It's near that black spot in the tree. Can you see it? Near that spot.
Yeah.
No, that's a bit high
Well,
for
no,
an average,
no,
isn't
a bit
it?
lower.
Just
A bit
below.
low.
That's a bit left as well.
Yeah.
That's it there. That's starter. Right.
That there,
Yeah.
height-wise?
Can we hover over the blue player's eyes? Because I think we're all debating about how high he's looking
Yeah.
with his eyes. It's difficult there.
I think he's looking at you.
If you look on that big screen as well, I mean, his head's not tilted back that far, in my opinion, to warrant going higher than what we've already gone.
I think with
Yeah.
his eyes,
His eyes are looking
Yeah.
up.
It's looking quite
just move
yeah,
it
quite
across.
high,
Yeah, he's looking.
Yeah, but
He's looking up.
you wouldn't, if you, I mean, as I said on the big screen, if the ball was that high, he's either really missed the mark or that ball's coming flowing in on a really steep trajectory down, and I just can't, you know, being that high in your jump, you're powering ahead, you're not going to, you know.
Surely he'd be looking straighter if it was lower. Because his
Well,
eye,
that's why I've gone
his eye
closer.
there, look, he's looking up.
Yeah, that's but
Straight up,
if
yeah.
it was this far away, unless that ball is coming down sort of
Yeah, it's
on the
straight.
vertical.
But don't forget though, it's the depth and everything isn't. It's not.
Oh
very
yeah,
shallow.
but I mean, he can't get much further off the ground than he's got
I
really.
agree.
I mean,
It's
so
on his shoulder, isn't it?
if it's coming with any pace at all, he's going to miss it. So if it's either dropping, dropping vertically down would be a very strange thing.
You'd have to think it's
Much
closer,
closer.
to his head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's
you
dropping
would.
down, it'd be down here somewhere.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
And if we take the average anyway, we're going to be somewhere around about here, where we've.
That's fair enough.
The question also is, you know, looking at his neck, is, you know, which motion is he into? Is he, you know, going backwards, or is he, you know, going forwards to hit the ball? That's the question also. So if he's going backwards, you know, the ball could be a bit, you know, further up. You know what I mean? So, and it could be a situation of a goal kick, you know, where the goalkeeper, you know, hit the ball, it's quite high in the air.
And it's just dropping into him. Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, if we draw some lines and just from his eye.
Click on the.
Yeah, he's on.
Sorry,
Just keep going. Yeah, that's the line.
Can you magnify that again?
He's looking up.
He's looking up.
Yeah, looking up.
Yeah.
You see it on there.
But
See, as stated, his neck is probably at the furthest back, but then your eyes are your extension to looking further up. Obviously, the neck isn't going to go any further back, so that's why his eyes are looking, I think, higher up.
But if he's looking on that trajectory, could you just say that you can only then judge the height really by his eye line, which was, in other words, yes, we'll agree he's looking that way, but whether he's looking there or there is only governed, I think, by the player in red.
Okay,
Looking
so,
straight
but
out.
I think that if we take this guy though, he's looking here, isn't he? So
Well,
that's what I'm
the
saying.
other
About
guy's just.
But that's a compromise.
No,
That's,
one's taking that.
we've got three judges who are saying, justifying why the ball is higher. Four of us are three of us justifying why the ball's lower, and Matt's sort of in the middle. So both are valid answers. So really, we can only take the median,
absolutely.
which is pretty much.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
For me, anyway. I mean, I'm quite happy to compromise for those arguments. I agree with both of them.
Are we happy with the left to right? I know debated the height, but what we're saying about the left
It's
to
not
right.
bad at all, first.
No, further
I
left.
think that's
Can't be
Smack in the middle of the six.
I don't think it's further left.
Can't be.
I think a touch to the right. Or we... No.
I think that's.
It's in line with you and Alan's, just lower.
Are we
Okay.
I'm happy.
I think we've all had a chance to contribute. A healthy discussion. Unless anybody else got anything else to add, then I'll submit those coordinates. Okay. Okay, so the coordinates chosen were 1, 4, 9, 6, 6, 0, 3. That's 1, 4, 9, 6, 6, 0, 3. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform best of the best. And that concludes the judging process for today. Thank you very much.